Here. You know what? Came to look at some smart cars, believe it or not. And you know what? I've always hated on these things. I thought, like, these fucking things are retarded. But I have to say, looking them over, it's not a bad little car. Especially how cheap these things are. Things are like $4,500. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's like a 2012, you know, they're pretty up to date. And they're really inexpensive. This is like a Ronald McDonald version they made. You know, some of them are really fucking ugly. But others are really not bad looking at all. Most of these cars are, of course, from old California. That's where, you know, it's like Electric City over there. But look at these things. Looking at these, I don't know, the i3 is going back. Well, why would you get one of these? Well, they're cheap. Like I said, 5Gs. What am I going to buy? You know, I don't even know. I sat in one of these. You know, let me go sit back in one. Guy's probably going to let me take one out and test it out. You know, my wife likes this weird stuff. And you know what? Mercedes-Benz, I mean, come on. It's not a really... You know, the craftsmanship is there. This really does remind me of a... this thing on? Yeah, it is on. Charging cable connected. I can't believe it's even got gauges up there. You know, looks like you got a boost gauge. They all come with the panel roof. You know what? It's not bad. The guy was telling me they drive really good. I actually watched somebody with one of these. Keys are nice too. I watched one of these guys in the BQE with one of these things. This guy was hauling ass with one of these fucking things. It was the funniest thing in the world. And you know what? I was trying to keep up with him. I couldn't. This guy was dipping in and out of traffic so fast because it's so small that I couldn't even compare. I was just amazed at how fast this little shitbox is. But supposedly, you know what? They are well built. They even made a Mercedes-Benz Brabus edition, you know, like an AMG souped-up version. I don't think it had any more power. There you go. There's the i3. But they did make a cool version of this. I had no idea. Now, the funny thing is, yeah, you see me at a lot of dealerships. I'm all over the place. In my career, I've never driven a smart car or even come across them. They're just not really around for whatever reason. So, I don't know. I'm going to take a look, see if... what the deal is. I don't know if it's better. Probably better to go to gas, but, you know, we'll see. See what the deal is. I think I'd rather go with the electric just because, you know what? Keep up the craziness in life. Quick little auto air builder / car hater. I didn't really hate too much on this thing. I thought I would, though. But you know what? The quality seems to be there, which I'm pretty impressed with. You know, I'm a hater of BMW, and I was impressed with the quality of that. So, that's the thing. You know, I'm still actually looking at these things with the owner. He's a really nice guy, actually. I didn't even get his name yet, but we kind of been hanging out a little bit and just talking about cars and all kinds of stuff. I told him, I'm like, yo, you gotta market this thing. You have no idea what you have. I said, listen, I'm not even trying to pitch myself. I don't care what you do, but you gotta market this thing. Look at all these fucking smart cars. It's crazy. He doesn't even realize what he has here. I mean, you know what? This guy is like the smart king of the fucking country. Look at all these friggin' cars. I never seen anything like it. It is so friggin' cool. You know what? When you have a niche, okay, and you're specializing in one model, basically, that's where you make all the money. Because you know what? On the internet, who do you think's going to come up? This guy. Now, years ago when I worked at the dealership at the Audi VW store, we owned the market because we had the cheapest prices and we had only VWs and the Audis. So what happened was, no matter where you were looking at the time, Cars.com and Auto Trader, we were coming up at the lowest number because you know what my job was? My job was to go to the lowest car and be right underneath it. Seriously. This was before Car Guru and all this technology of figuring out who's the cheapest and everything else. I did it on my own, way before V-Auto and all that crap. You know, I was figuring out the market. I figured I'd talk about my experience at that with the smart car. So I just got out of there, and real nice guy, the owner. I gotta say, like, real deal guy. Spent, you know, a lot of time with me just talking, BSing about cars and everything else. Guy seems to be a straight-up guy, too, so, which is nice, you know. Anyway, how was it driving it? Well, it's not bad. You know, the quality's there, but it's very slow. I think that thing does 0 to 60 in like 11 seconds. I mean, look, This thing's got a lot of power off the line, and you know, it gives you those boosted torque energy like there's no tomorrow with this car. I mean, I'm not beating any Teslas, but you know, at the same time, the other car, I don't know, it just felt like, you know, really slow. But then again, you know what? You're not supposed to really be doing the craziness. You know what I mean? You're just supposed to drive it in slow mode like I usually do. You know what I mean? Like eco. So in that regard, yeah, you know, it will do what you have to do. Not really sure how much range it will get. You know, just like this car, you could just never tell what the fuck the range is ever going to be. So that's the only other thing. The braking was a little weird. It doesn't really regenerate as hard. With this car, I really never have to press the brake pedal. With that one, it's a little funny, and the brakes felt very, very soft. I don't know if it's just that particular one, but I don't think it was. I think they're probably all like that. So I don't know. I don't know if the wife, you know, I sent her a picture of like thousands of them. No, I don't like that thing, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather have the Fiat 500.